Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Thompson is out there with Larkin. And it's Nora in at the three, the small forward. To the middle. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Out to the right wing. Here's Smits. Off target with his three. Cuts off the pass. It's stolen by Brown. Pass to Korkmaz. Sinks the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
They set the screen. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And they're on the break. Brown the pass to Papagiannis. Here's Korkmaz from deep. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Here's Thompson. Banked in off the glass.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. From deep, James. Papagiannis kicks to Korkmaz. Drops in the tray. Korkmaz has got 9 points.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Pass to Smits. Here's Nora. Thompson in the post, and he lays it straight in. Thompson's got his second bucket tonight. Thompson's gone 2 of 3 from the field. And here's James outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Papagiannis. No good from outside.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Thompson for the triple. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Stripped away. Inside, Smits. The rebound by James.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Brown dishes to Calathis. Pass to Korkmaz. Just 5 on the clock. Misses the chippy right there.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
They swipe it. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. And Thompson throws it down.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Now here's James. Scoreless thus far. For 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Pass to Smits. There's the 3. He can't hit that time.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
1:03 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Larkin. James covering. Nice shot by Larkin. Larkin's got 5 now.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Pass to Nora. Lets it go with the 3. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 8.
3 points.
There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. James with it. Picked up by Thompson. From the arc. James, no good.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Here's Smits. Buries the long-range jumper. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the first. Brown outside. Swiped away. Thompson left side. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Leading by 3. And the second quarter. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
They've got Corniche, and it's Moniunas in at the 5.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
They've got Bryant, and it's Bobois in at the point. And Bryant gets it to go. Here's a Kobo. Fires for 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Now, here's Bryant. Pass to Johnson. Clock at 4. Jacks up a 3. He doesn't hit that one. Over to the wing. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless, the foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's a Kobo, defended by Bryant. Moniunas a screen on Bryant. And it's a Kobo missing. Johnson outside. From deep. Moniunas grabs the miss. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Diallo, no good. Now Willis puts up a 3. Nailed from three-point land. Willis has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Moniunas a screen on Bryant. Here's a Kobo. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Corniche. Here's Moniunas. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. From deep, Johnson. That one also a miss for him, just like the other 3 attempts this game.
Boy, at some point you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period.
Outside, Bryant. There's the drive. Oturu, the pass to Willis. Hands it from downtown. Willis has got his second bucket of the night.
He took what the defense was giving him that time. There was nobody on him on the three-point shot. Boy, don't give him the lights out.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Diallo's gone 1 of 2, shooting from 3. Let's take a moment now to recognize a player who has been incredible lately, and it's earned him Western Conference Player of the Month.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup, and there's no telling just how different this team looks. Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Johnson, the pass to Oturu. Bryant outside. Looking to end the run, and it's Willis finishing it off.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
A Kobo, that's good.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Johnson can't hit.
You know, scoreless this quarter, and it's not helping them battle back.
The three. And Willis pulls it down. Willis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. The three from Bryant traps in the tray. Bryant's got 5. Here's a Kobo. He's got 11. Three-pointer. Drills the three-pointer. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half of the game. The three from Johnson. That's his first basket of the game. 1 for 6 and looking for more.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
In the corner, it's Diallo. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. The 3 from Bryant. The shot will not fall. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. The first free throw is good. Good on the second free throw. And he makes all 3.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Up by 5. We've got more in store for you right after this.
These first-year guys, very impressive so far. Now it is, who can sustain this level of play?
And returning our attention to this game, an impressive first half for the home team.
Their work on the glass.
And that concludes.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Korkmaz is out there with Brown. Then it's James. And it's Calathis in at the 1. Nice shot by James.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
We've got Larkin. He's out there with Thompson. And it's Poirier in at the 5 down low.
Calathis. First personal foul. First team foul.
Home team on D. Thompson from long range. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Papagiannis has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And then they continue to control the glass.
Brown out there with Korkmaz. Then it's James. And it's Calathis in at the point. Korkmaz kicks to Brown. 6 to shoot. For the 3. Korkmaz, no good. Larkin out there with Thompson. And it's Poirier in at the 5. Roaming the paint. Got that one up quick. Smits has got 5 now.
Well, this guy plays with such confidence and ability to score in a variety of ways. Nice.
And here's James outside. No good on the shot.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Larkin looking it over. That one misses. Great D that time from James. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's Calathis. He's covered by Thompson. On the wing, James. Good. Great play by Calathis to set it up. James has got 5 points now this quarter. Fires from the corner. Here's Nora. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Brown with the three. That shot no good. Mora, the pass to Thompson. Here's Larkin. Back to Thompson. And stolen by James. Fires the three. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 11.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second three of the half right there.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
First free throw is good.
At the line for the away team, Thompson. 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. We've seen them struggle on the half-court offense.
I had a coach that once told me sometimes guys just try to self-will it too much. Whether it's getting out on the break or scoring in the half-court, you've got to do it as a unit.
Thompson for the triple. Efes grabs the board. Here's Papagiannis. Hits it from three-point range. Papagiannis has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Spence. There's Nora, and he jams it with authority.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. The NBA has split its draft into 2 days. The league's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, says rosters have expanded and we're seeing a larger influx in talent, a lot of times from the second round. This format will do justice to those slept-on players. Kevin?
Good stuff, DA. Some Hall of Famers from that second round, for sure.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Here's Spitz. A three-pointer, no good.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Here's Korkmaz. Here's Papagiannis, and that one is hammered home.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man. Thompson from long range. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Papagiannis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Korkmaz. Those three-pointers off the mark.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
Here's Spitz. Pass to Larkin. And stolen by James. Here's Papagiannis. Fires top of the key. Thompson with the rebound.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. They lead by 14. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Beaubois with the ball. We've got Diallo, and it's Corniche in at the 4. Beaubois outside. There's a screen by Willis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul, first team foul.
On Sunday, and then on Tuesday.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
And the home team has possession. At one point, they led by 16. Modiunas a screen on Bryant. Pass to Okobo. Shoots the 3. That one is good again. He's 6 away from the floor with the basket.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Three-pointer, Willis. Good, and the assist goes to Bryant. Bryant's got his third assist on the night, with the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
And you got to jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible.
Pass to Okobo. Over Bryant. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Okobo's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. From past the arc. And it's Okobo missing. He's guarded by Diallo. Here's Oturu. Outside Bryant. Three-pointer, Willis. Adiunas grabs the miss. Adiunas has got 4 rebounds in this game. Diallo has the open look. Good on the triple.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop break. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. Outside Bryant. There's the triple. Adiunas grabs the miss. Adiunas has got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here's Diallo. He's tightly guarded.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. And the basket by Oturu.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Bryant looking it over. 1:44 left in the 4th quarter of this one, and it goes down 2 points. A minute 42 left to play in the final quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So both teams changing it up here. Here's Okobo. He's covered by Thompson. Basket good.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter. And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
46 seconds left in the 4th. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep 3-point territory. The shot comes out.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And here's Diallo. Fires from way outside. Rebound by Larkin. And so they get the victory here at home. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage.
joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce courtside. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Back to Brown. No good on the triple. Check by James.
Oh, they've got their eyes on him, calling the foul right away.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Hernan Gomez sets a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Here's Calathis. For 3, James. Pass to Korkmaz. Here's Calathis. Drops in the 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Shot's good by James.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
A deep 3. The long-distance 3 is buried.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide-open threes like that. What are you doing?
And there's the screen. Beyond the arc. Korkmaz on the wing. Another shot. That's good on the jumper.
Drew the defense and made the proper read, hitting his teammates on the perimeter.
Parker against Brown. Down low. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And he makes the first.
At the line for the away team.
Both shots good from the stripe.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Here's the 3. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Drains the triple. Give him 8.
Terrific placement on the bounce pass. Right where it needed to be.
Here's Korkmaz. Covered by Satoransky. Here's Calathis. James outside. Brown with a screen. And slammed dunk by James.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
He shoots it. That shot is off.
And usually that's a bucket for him. But look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Stolen by Parker. A minute 20 left in the first quarter. Pass to Hernan Gomez. He drops it from range.
3.
Now James. He's got 5. 52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Takes the 3. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. James has gone 1 for 4 from distance. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Shot's good by Satoransky.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
James outside with the fadeaway. Drills it from deep. James has got 8 points.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Fires for 3. Sadaransky shot is off. Pass to Korkmaz. The 3 is up. It's not going to go for him. Sadaransky outside. Takes a 3. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. Up. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
From behind the arc. Offensive rebound. Anderson passes to Fall. Right wing. Now Anderson. Lets the 3 fly. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Here's a Kobo. 3-pointer, no good. Anderson for 3. Gets the 3-ball to go. Anderson's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Anderson against Diallo. There's the triple. And he buries his first look.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
From downtown, sends it home from 3-point land.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Here's a Kobo. Misses, and you know he wants that one back.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Misses the 3. Now here's Diallo. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. This one for 3. Kicks it out to Anderson. And he lobs it up to the rim. Hammers the lob through.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. A Kobo, no good. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Fires the 3. Here's Vesely. The rebound by Diallo. 1:56 left in the second period. They set the pick. Here's a Kobo. Count it.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Now here's Anderson. Shot on the wing. Here's Vesely. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Diallo, no good.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
59 seconds left in the second quarter. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Here's Akobo. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
Three-pointer. And the three-pointer goes. He has 6.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
They set a pick for 3. Diallo. It's hauled in by Fall.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Anderson for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Anderson's got 6.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Hits the three-pointer.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
And we finished off one half of play. They're up by 11. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Bench mob. They've been on one, giving those starters a breather, and it's providing instant offense.
Taking a peek now. Thanks as always.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's stolen by James. They set the pick. And it's James with the jam.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Satoransky's gone just 1 for 4 so far. Here's Korkmaz. Three-pointer in transition. Korkmaz has got his second bucket of the night.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a 3 like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
Check by James. Jacks up a 3. Drops in the 3. 14 points for him.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Pass to Brown. Shot clock at 5. Hits the trifecta.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Parker, a screen on James. They get it again. Satoransky outside. Pure from three-point range. Satoransky's got 6 points.
Smart decision to kick it out to another guy once the defense is fixated on him in the paint.
There's a screen. The 3, James. Satoransky pulls it in.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Leader from distance. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
James passes to Korkmaz. Fade away. And that one's good. James has got 5 points now in the quarter.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
waste no time getting those 3 points back.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Outside, Brown. The 3 is up. Offensive board.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Up top, Parker, defended by Brown. Parker against Brown. That shot's good by Parker. Parker's got his first basket.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's Calathis. From outside, off the mark. A minute 9 left in the third. Brown against Parker. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Parker the screen. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
From deep three-point land. Unable to get that one.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Brown with a screen. For 3, James knocks it down from distance. James has got 8 here in this quarter.
He's hit a pair of threes each half, making a significant impact.
Check by James. Pass to Satoransky. Oh, at the buzzer! Wow!
I didn't think he was going to get it off in time. Oh, wow.
Talk about being...
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Up by 15. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. All right, let's take a look at our assist to the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Launches a 3. No good that time. Pass to Akobo. Back to Diallo. Over Anderson. Diallo gets the bucket.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
On the take.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
To the right side. Here's Akobo. The 3 ball. Nails it from beyond the arc.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Anderson against Diallo. For 3. Falls. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
From deep three-point land. Akobo, no good. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Anderson for 3. Knocks down the long J.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Diallo's gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Left side Anderson from outside the arc. Here's Vesely. To the wing, right side. He drops it from range.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Here's a Kobo. They need this. Anderson pulls it down. 1:50 left to play in the fourth quarter. You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, BA. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
1:20 left in the fourth. From deep three-point range, a Kobo, no good. Fires away from way outside. Missed it. 4 for 8 in the contest.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea.
Diallo's gone just 1 of 5 from deep here. 46 seconds left in the final quarter. Here's Vesely. A deep 3. The shot won't fall. Here's a Kobo. Fires from way outside. Can't hit that one. Fires away from way out. Oh, he made it! It's good!
Oh,
it is good!
That just
he
happened.
somehow made it!
That just happened.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
2K Sports presents the NBA. Monday Night Basketball is coming right up. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Off target from outside. Thompson from long range. They grab their own miss. Larkin, the pass to Poirier. Three-pointer. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Releases. And he hits the jumper for two. Here's Larkin. From downtown. And he cuts it down.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Thompson for the triple. That's in. He's got two made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Good on the shot.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Here's Smits, covered by Parker. Smits, good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Wasted no time on that one. 8 points for him.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
The shot by Thompson, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Satoransky. Hernan Gomez a screen. Shot clock at 6. Kept alive. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Willie Hernan Gomez.
And when you have a big man carrying as much of the load as he has, it just makes things so easy for the rest of your team. Completely deserving of the award.
Here's Norrell. Drives to the hoop.
Now, I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. He's covered by Thompson. Goes up from the top of the key. Poirier grabs the miss.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Now here's Parker. He has yet to score. Pass to Satoransky. 1:16 left in the first. Satoransky sets a screen for Parker. And the dunk by Parker.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, how do you settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
First personal foul, first team foul.
And that one misses. And here's Anderson for 3. Poirier grabs the miss. There's the steal. Here's Aprinas. Buries it from three-point range.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Thompson outside, beyond the arc. Aprinas with a rebound. Thompson's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Lets it go from deep. Abrinas with the bucket. Abrinas has got 6.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Thompson for 3. Oh, and he beat it.
Did they just do that, Kevin? They just did that.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. They're up by 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
They've got Anderson. And it's Lapro Vitola in at the point.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Pass to Vesely. Shoots over Willis. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Vesely's got his first 2 points. Outside Bryant. Over to the left wing. 3-pointer, Willis. They get the rebound. Oturu. It's blocked. And so out of bounds it goes. And they'll keep possession. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. No good on the triple. Provitola passes to Abrinas. Over Bryant. Oturu with the rebound.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Johnson kicks to Bobois. A 3-pointer, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Buries the long-range jumper.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Shot by Johnson, no good.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Pass to Laprovitola. A 3-ball. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. Bryant from way outside. The long distance 3 is buried. Bryant's got himself on the board with 3 there. Now Vesely. Here's Laprovitola. Pass to Abrinas. 6 to shoot. This one for 3. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
3.
Abrinas has got 9.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
1:56 left in the second quarter. He dialed that one up from long distance. Willis has got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Here's Laprovitola. He's covered by Bobois. And it's Abrinas in the corner. From outside the arc. It's good from long range. He's got 12.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
Bobois can't get it to go. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. We've got 1:18 left here in the second. Pass to Vesely. Shoots over Willis. And it's Grizli missing. Here's the break. Lets the three fly. Cranes it from beyond the arc. A tight game here in Charlotte. Fall can't hit. Bryant looking over the floor. With the drive. Three-pointer, Willis does not find the target. That makes him 3 for 5. Tipped away. Bryant with the steal. On the wing, Johnson launches it. Rebound by Vesely.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Pass to Oturu. They set the pick. Three-pointer, Willis. It's not going to go for him. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. They lead by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
And something out of left field for you guys.
Ernie, left field, this is not baseball. This is a basketball show. You know what? They push the action, but also play within themselves. Show great execution.
And you know, that usually leads to a high. And that's all for us.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Larkin out there with Thompson. And it's Poirier in at the 5 down low. Parker right side. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Carried from 15 feet out. Hernan Gomez has got his first points of the game. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan. I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
We've got Larkin. He's out there with Thompson, and it's Smits with the power forward.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Satoransky with it. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Parker. Satoransky sets a screen for Parker. Had the space there, but it's offline.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in. That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Puts up a deep 3. Poirier grabs the miss. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Smits passes to Poirier. Thompson outside. Knocks down the 3 ball. Thompson's got 11 points.
That's pretty much not how they wanted to end the 3-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Parker, a screen on Thompson. To the inside. With the fadeaway. No good on that one.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Away team foul. Number 8. First personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the visitors. They trail by 6. Misses the 3.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And here is Satoransky. Nothing on the board. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Shot clock at 5. And that one drops. Here's Larkin. Pass to Smits. Thompson from long range. Again, the miss by Thompson.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
He's covered by Thompson. Clock at 6. From deep three-point territory. And it's Smith with the rebound.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
Pass to Thompson. Here's Smits. Fires from deep. Connects from three-point range. Smits has got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Gomez with the ball. Fires the three. Nailed from three-point land. Gomez has got 5 points so far.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
He's covered by Thompson. Shoots. That one, no good.
A bit shocking that he has not registered one made field goal in the quarter, guys.
And they recover it. Nwora, the pass to Larkin. Here's Nwora, covered by Parker. Smits bangs home the trifecta. He's got 13. 20 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Gomez. Launches a three, and he's good on the three ball.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Here's Smits. Takes a three. Sinks the three-pointer.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offense. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Sinks the triple.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Here's Abrinas, defended by Bryant. Here's Vesely, yep, right through the net. Now here's Bryant. Johnson sends the screen for Bobois. Into the lane. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bobois got his first bucket in this one.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
The kick out to Anderson. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
It will be a free drop.
And here's Johnson outside, drains the three-pointer.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Here's Bryant. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Willis. Pass to Johnson. The three. Fall with the rebound.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
All stops the dunk there. The best outcome in a bad situation.
And he makes the first.
Taking 2 shots.
Vesely hits them both.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Here's the screen to the right side. Outside, Willis. Here's the three. No good that time.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Oh! And he jams it with authority.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Thompson outside. He takes it in. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight. Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Here's Abrinas. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Drills it from outside.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Willis has gotten 3 of his 8 shots to go, around 37%. Pass to Anderson.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. That one drops. He ties it up.
And that was huge right there. Just as cool as he could be. And he's been clutch at the line there in a very tense moment.
A 3 from Bryant. They grab their own miss. Thompson for the triple. Hits the three-point bomb.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on him.
Out to the right wing. There's Abrinas. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Abrinas has got 6 in the quarter.
And a cold-blooded triple to calm this crowd down after what looked like a huge 3 at the other end.
Oturu. That shot, no good. Oturu's gone 1 of 4 so far. Right wing to take the lead. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
Game is on the line. He wants the ball. No one on D stepped up to stop him.
Vesely inside. He's covered by Willis. Puts up a deep 3. And no good. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Rovitola passes to Abrinas. Here's Thompson. Count it!
And big-time bucket there. They've got to play for a stop here with the 2-point lead. Most important thing, no open threes.
Provitola passes to Anderson. Pass to Fall. For the tie. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. And so they get the victory here at home. That was a fun night.
Brian, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
And that gets us rolling. Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
And here's Thompson for three. On target from range.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And here's Brown for three. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom. Off to a nice start here. They've hit all three from the field.
James, right side. Poirier with the rebound.
Great contest of the shot. Kind of forced him to fade back more than he'd like.
There's a screen. Here's Thompson. Count that bucket. Thompson's got 8 points.
Red hot so far, 4 for 4. Cooking with gas, couldn't draw it up any better.
James, outside. Offline with a three.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Lets a floater go. Larkin with the bucket.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Now here is James. He's closely guarded. To stop the run, it's stolen. On the wing, Thompson. Give him 8 points now. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
That miss aside, they're off to a strong start at the offensive end.
Yeah, they're scoring with confidence, making them count in the early going here.
James can't get it to go.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Thompson goes in. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
Well, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Thompson against James. Kick out to Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Brown with a screen. And there's James from the arc. Thompson pulls it in. Here's Larkin. Check by James. Offensive rebound. Pass to Thompson. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Back to James. To the paint. Stripped away. Here we go. Here's Nora. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on. Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Kalathis, defended by Thompson. This James on the wing. From the arc. Finally gets one to go. That makes him 1 for 5 in this game.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
The three from Thompson. They grab their own miss. Here's Nora. Drills it from deep. Nora's got 5 now.
And excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
It really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
Here's Korkmaz. Still without a bucket. Knocks down the triple.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And that one's good. Thompson.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
And there's James from the arc. Nora grabs the board.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Here's Larkin. Check by James. From deep. And Thompson gets a three. 17 points in the game.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Leading by 4. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
They've got Johnson, and it's a Turu in at the 5.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating them to the spot. Well done.
Diallo against Johnson. Let's go with a 3. Diallo, that one's good. Diallo's got 5.
And their offense seems to be coming around. Now they're shooting upwards of 50% from the field.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
Pass to Akobo. Stolen by Bryant. Puts it up. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Cornerly, that's good.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Here's Bobois. And he can't stop the run as that one misses. Here's Akobo. No points so far. 3-pointer. Aturu with the rebound. Bryant finds Johnson. Close the net on 2 minutes played here in the second. The open J off the mark.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Here's Bobois. That one's good. And the assist to Bryant.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Drives to the hoop. And the layup is good off the glass.
The execution has been better lately. But do they have enough energy to pull it off?
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
And it's Willis missing.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Diallo, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Oturu. Shoots. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Akobo. That three's off the mark. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Here's Mata-Yunis. Diallo right side. It's stolen by Johnson. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. There's Akobo. Oturu with the rebound.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
The shot by Johnson, no good. Johnson's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. They swipe it. Bryant, left side. The three. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now. 59 seconds left in the second. The three, Diallo. He buries it from 3. Diallo's got 8 points.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Inside. Launches it. The offensive rebound. Pass to Cornelie. Gets the 3 ball to go. Cornelie's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Willis. Lots of room. And he hits the jumper.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's a Kobo. And the layup is good.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Bryant outside. Here's Johnson. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. They lead by 3. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
You know what time it is. It's time.
And that is going to do it for us.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Outside, Brown. Brown with a screen.
Man,
Oh!
punch that was.
Bad intentions. And it's flushed down. A nice jam. There's a screen. Out left to the wing. Here's Smith. Sinks it from distance. Smith has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
That's exactly what they want. Get him into the offensive flow right away and then keep it going.
James against Thompson. Pass to Brown. 6 to shoot. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Here's Smith. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Thompson's got 19 points.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
James outside. Brown with a screen to halt the run. Poirier with the rebound. Poirier's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he's shot so poorly.
Thompson right side. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and you'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
James deciding where to go with it. Fades back. Poirier with the rebound. Poirier's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
Going inside, Smith.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Out to the wing. Brown, a screen on Thompson. Here's Calathis. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. They're having a little bit of trouble right now, hanging in the middle of the league.
When I look at this visiting team, they've had a much better than expected season. They're just continuing to chug along. It's evident that they're a team to be reckoned with.
Thompson, no good. Here's Korkmaz. Sinks the tray. Korkmaz has got 6.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Here's Smith. And that one is stuffed right through.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Brown with a screen. Korkmaz, good. He's got 9.
He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
And here's Thompson for 3. Pure. That's basket number 9 on 12 tries.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
No question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Connects from downtown. Korkmaz has got 9 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Outside, Brown. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits. Brown's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
2 points. That one goes.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
32 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Here's Calathis, defended by Thompson. And it's Smits with a rebound.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Thompson against James. 4-3. Nora grabs the board. Lets it go from deep. Nails it from 3. Arkin's got 7 points.
And that is textbook perfect, the bounce pass. Exactly how you want to throw it.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. They lead by 4. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
The home team calls timeout. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. They've got Johnson, and it's a Turu in at the center position. Good on the shot.
Getting the ball inside, usually a pretty good recipe.
Fires from deep. Cornelie, that's good. Cornelie's got 5 points in the quarter.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots. And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Here's Monaco. Blocked! Just over a minute played here in the fourth. To the inside, Willis. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Here's Beaubois. Pass to Johnson. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Here's Beaubois. And there's a pick. Pass to Willis. Great look, but off the mark.
No defender in sight. He tries to take initiative, but ultimately comes away empty-handed.
Pulls it from the top of the key, and the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
And, you know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
Bryant on the drive. And that one's good. Bryant's got his first 2 points. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Pass to Akobo. Here's Corneli. For three, Diallo. Poirier with the rebound. Poirier's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Larkin passes to Thompson. Fires the three. Buries it from 3.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Picked it. There's a minute 17 left in the game. Here's Smits, and he drives in, and he dunks it down.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
And there's the screen. This one for 3. Larkin with the bucket.
Their focus has been terrific. They really put on a clinic here today.
And, you know, everybody in the building knows this is a wrap, a done deal. Put this one in the W column.
Here's Akobo. No good again that time. Here's Nora. Five to shoot. Fires from way outside. They get it back. Pass to Larkin. Three-pointer. He can't get that one to fall. They get the victory here at home. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating.
Thank you for tuning in this Sunday evening. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got James. Korkmaz is out there with Brown. And it's Kalathis in at the point guard. Satoransky with it. Hernan Gomez a screen. Offensive rebound. Out to Parker. Takes the three. Latre. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not when you want to leave open.
James with the bucket.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now, here's Satoransky. Spins. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by Brown. Here's Kalathis. Pass to James. Brown sets a screen for James. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. And so just over a minute and a half played. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Pass to Papagiannis. The 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
James covering. Puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Korkmaz kicks to Papagiannis. Here's Kalathis, and the layup falls. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. On Gomez, down low. Brown on him.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Here's Korkmaz. And the 3 off target. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Screen by Parker. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Brown. Pass to Papagiannis. Now here's Brown. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got 6 rebounds now in the game. .56 seconds left in the first quarter. They get it back. Satoransky in the corner. Lets it go from deep. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
From deep, James. A three-pointer is right on target. James has got 6 points.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Well, he can't get anything to go right now. It's time to look at affecting the game in other ways.
Korkmaz. No good on the 3. Gomez with a screen on James. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 6 points for him.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you got a lot.
There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
We're going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, look, and whether it's a point-blank putback or a kick out for an open three, offensive rebounds usually generate quality shots.
They've got Anderson, and it's Vesely in at the power forward. They've got Corniche, and it's Moniunas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's a Kobo. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Laprovitola. And Anderson has it in the corner. Pass to Laprovitola. Just 5 to shoot. And the 3-ball is good. Laprovitola's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
Diallo, no good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Laprovitola. Vesely kicks to Abrinas. The kick out to Anderson. Lets the 3 fly. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And how about the perseverance offensively? I mean, following up the missed shot, and that results in second and third opportunities.
Back to Diallo. Corniche, the pass to Diallo. Shot from the wing. Fall with the rebound.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Anderson outside. Pass to Laprovitola. They set the pick. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Laprovitola's got 5 points now in the quarter. It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
Here's Corniche. Here's Akobo. Sinks the triple. Akobo's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
And here's Anderson for 3. Connects from 3-point range.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Here's Diallo. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Abrinas. He has yet to score. To the wing right side. A shot. And he knocks down the jumper.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Fires the 3. Pass to Moniunas. Here's Akobo. Jacks up a 3. To the right side. And the basket by Corniche. Corniche has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. There's 1:17 left to play here in the second quarter. Shots good by Laprovitola.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
There's a good screen. Right wing. Fires for 3. Akobo. That's good. Akobo's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, that's basically a warm-up 3 for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attack.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Here's Diallo. No good from outside.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Here's Laprovitola. Cranes the three-pointer. Laprovitola's got 10.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's a Kobo. Lays it up off the glass. 15 seconds left to play here in the half. Pass to Anderson. There's the three. That one, no good. And the first half is now in the books. Up 10. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
They're getting cooked from long distance. Defensively, they have to do a better job of closing out.
Yeah, especially these days.
And now we get to check out. And that'll do it for.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. James covering. Parker, a screen on James. A three ball. It's hauled in by Brown.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Korkmaz is out there with Brown. Then it's James. And it's Calathis in at the one spot.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
It's good from long range. He's got 9.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
On out there with Korkmaz. Then it's James. And it's Papagiannis in at the center, filling out the middle. The 19-footer is on the money. And a minute played as the second half gets going. James has gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Hernan Gomez a screen. And the rejection by James. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. The shot's good. Brown making the play. James has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from 3 and capitalized.
Hernan Gomez kicks to Sederansky. Back to Hernan Gomez. Stolen away. James against Sederansky. James, the pass to Papagiannis. A three-pointer is right on target. Papagiannis has got 6 points.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
From deep three-point land. Rebounded by Papagiannis.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
You got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
From downtown, rebounded by Papagiannis. Papagiannis has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Calathis. That 3 off the mark. They're not having much success at all right now.
Kevin, I would shuffle the lineup if I were their coach a little bit just to try to find something that works.
Rebounded by Papagiannis.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Fade away. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Papagiannis has got his 6th rebound on the night. There's the pick. From deep, James scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy, but a rally like this is how you do it. And after playing the first half without a single turnover, he's gotten a little careless since the break.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Now Diallo, still yet to score.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Hernan Gomez with a screen on Diallo. Satoransky gets the bucket. Here's Okobo. He's got 8. Releases. Good on the jump shot. Okobo's got 10.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
6 on the shot clock. That's a 2 from Parker, and such a nice move to make the basket work. Parker's got his second basket of the night. 23 seconds left in the third quarter. Okobo looking over the floor. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Here's the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. 12 points for him. Here's Corniche. And that one released in time, but no good. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Fall, and it's Vesely in at the power forward. Abrinas' shot is off. Pass to Okobo. Here's Diallo. Eunice, that's a screen for Diallo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Diallo's gone 1 of 6 shooting so far. Abrinas, the pass to Anderson. There's the screen for the 3. Good on the three-point shot.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
There's a screen by Mona Eunice. Okobo, the pass to Corniche. Driving in, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Abrinas. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Here's Okobo. Hits the three-point bomb. Okobo's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Pass to Mona Eunice. And here's Diallo. Over to the wing. 5 to shoot. Here's Corniche. No good. That would have tied it. Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
Yeah, and you can't afford to let that thing get any slimmer.
Laprovitola passes to Vesely. Here's Laprovitola. Pass to Abrinas. And here's the break. Makes it off the glass.
And we could have been looking at a two-possession game, but that was a huge mistake on the turnover. Now, nerves becoming a factor.
To the wing on the left. Fires the three. Bangs home the trifecta.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
Anderson against Diallo. Yep, that one goes in there.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
It's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Anderson against Diallo. Anderson outside. Pass to Abrinas. From the corner. Here's Vesely. And then Vesely with the dunk.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
James has a two-pointer. Abrinas with a rebound.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
And 1:01 left here in the fourth quarter. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Okay, two hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. James, the pass to Papagiannis. And stolen by James. Pass to Papagiannis. Back to James. For three. It's hauled in by Laprovitola.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Clock at 6. Misses the deep three-point attempt. Now here's James. From deep three-point territory. Can't connect. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Larkin. Pass to Nora. Thompson outside. There's a screen. Can't nail the jumper. Parker outside. 4-3. Drains the triple.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Larkin. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Poirier with the rebound. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Smits passes to Thompson. Jacks up a three. And Parker pulls it down. The wide open shot is on the money. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Here's Smits. Parker defending. Here's Nora. Fires in the triple.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Pass to Satoransky. Launches it. Thompson pulls it in. Here's Larkin. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Larkin's got 5 points.
The three-pointer becomes a very high percentage shot when he's that wide open. You better get a hand in his face.
Now here's Hernan Gomez. He's guarded closely. No luck on that one. Here's Thompson. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Here's Satoransky. Counted from distance. Satoransky's got his second basket.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Pass to Larkin. Back to Thompson. And they're on the run. Hernan Gomez sets a screen.
2 minutes remaining.
Oh, sweet move. They get it back. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
I tell you have to have a nose for the ball. Picking up points on the offensive glass, that is the relentlessness Willie is known for.
Larkin with the bucket.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Gets the three to fall.
Wow. Some strong perimeter shooting here in the first quarter.
Pass to Smits. Takes a three, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Parker. He takes it in, and Parker throws it down.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Here's Nora, covered by Satoransky. Larkin passes to Smits. Three-pointer off the mark. Defended by Thompson. An easy 2 on the layup. 5 points in the game.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
34 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. The three. That's no good. He's 0 for 4.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Satoransky shot is off. Here's Larkin. Knocks down the triple. Larkin's got 10.
And both teams already firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Vesely. Nice shot from the wing.
It's incredible. I mean, it changes the dynamic of your offense when you have bigs who can shoot the ball.
It's almost gotten to the point where you have to be able to hit that face-up jumper nowadays. Very few.
Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. Leading by 6. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
They've got Johnson, and it's Aturu in at the center. Bryant, the pass to Aturu. The three-pointer off the mark. To the middle. Here's Fall, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Pass to Aturu. Launches a three. Buries it from three.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Now here's Anderson for three. Aturu with the rebound. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. From deep, Johnson. He can't hit that time. Pass to Fall. Here's Vesely. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Johnson. On the wing, Bryant. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Willis hits the trifecta. Willis has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Out to the right wing. Here's Vesely. Clock at 6. Got a hand on it, and they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. On Sunday, and then on Thursday.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
Pass to Willis. Puts up a 3. He buries it from 3. Willis has got 6 here in the quarter.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Now Anderson, covered by Johnson. Pulls up. And that time also a missed shot.
A wasted trip down the floor. That's not a good shot at all.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Here's Vesely.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. Pass to Willis. Aturu passes to Willis. There's the steal. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Takes the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Sends it home from three-point land. Anderson's got 5.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Can they get it? Here's Aturu. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose to dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. And Bryant pulls it down.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
He's 0 for 1 at the line, missing on his first trip.
Second team foul.
First free throw is good.
For the away team, Daniel O'Toole. 2 shots.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And here comes the break. Lets it go from the wing, and he nails the jumper. 7 points in the game. There's the triple. Sinks it from distance.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Covered by Bryant. Steps back. From deep three-point land. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. They lead by 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And that's a wrap on halftime.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Here's Larkin. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Now here's Parker. He's covered closely.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. The 3 from Thompson. And Parker pulls it down. Parker's got 4 rebounds in the game. Defended by Thompson. Parker, a screen on Thompson. Poirier with the rebound. Second half getting started. About a minute played. Smits can't get it to go. Smits has gone 1 for 3 on the night. Deflected. On the break. Launches it from deep. From beyond the arc and then some. Smits has gotten his 2nd bucket on the night. Smits has gone 2 of 4 from distance. To the wing on the left. Let's go with a 3. Sinks the tray.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Knocks it down from distance.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
To the left side wing. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. 13 points in the game.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
Pass to Nora. Satoransky with the steal. Driving inside. And he gets that one.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
From the arc. He drops it from range. Satoransky's got 9.
And both teams playing with a little more urgency in this half.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
Here's Smits. He's got 9. They set the pick. Over to the wing. Fires for three. And Parker pulls it down. Parker's got rebound number 5 here tonight. 1:35 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Satoransky. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness. Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
Back to Hernan Gomez. Defended by Thompson. Just 5 to shoot.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the third.
This team looks so focused out there trying to increase their lead.
You know, they can make things much easier on themselves in the fourth if they just have a few more possessions like that.
And there's the drive. It's good. 17 points in the game.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Larkin. Nails it from 3. Larkin's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Outside, Anderson. Driving in. And finished off by Anderson.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Johnson, and it's Willis in at the 4.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Bryant. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
First team foul.
Here's the 3, and the 3-pointer goes.
I'll tell you, sometimes it's easier to hit the target with a bounce pass. That's perfectly done.
Here's Willis. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Outside, Anderson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From downtown. With the clock winding down. And finished off by Anderson.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Oh, nice shot by Bryant.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
And the 3 off target.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
And the shot goes in. Boba's got his first points of the night.
And just good hustle. Always nice to get an easy bucket on the break.
We call that one the do-it-yourself kit.
The 3 is up. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Willis, the pass to Bryant. Shot blocked. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Here's Beaubois off the inbound pass. That shot missing. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. With the drive.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Over to the left wing. Here's Willis. Misses the three. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Covered by Johnson. They set a pick. Here he goes. Drops in the layup for two.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Bryant from deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got 5 rebounds in the game. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Anderson for three. Oh, he drains it. His 6th making 9 tries so far.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
Bryant, no good. Bryant's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Here's Vesely. And the league has made it clear, Grant, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, B.A., it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future, after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch.
And it's Willis missing. Willis has gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. Here's Vesely. 41 seconds left to play in the fourth. Just 5 on the clock. Fires away from way outside. The rebound by Willis. From way outside. Oh, yes, he did!
That's incredible!
Wow! And so the home crowd treated to a win. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.